Hi guys! Hope everybody is having a fabulous day. I just got off work and I got a remote start for Christmas, but for some reason I can't figure this shit out. So my car is freezing and I'm about to leave work, but I prefer for it to warm up first. I'm weird, I know. So anyways, I get so many comments and so many messages about relationships. Ever since I talked about going through my divorce, I get so many people that reach out to me. I'm having trouble with my relationships. I'm having problems with this. So relatable. I just so desperately want everyone to know that I know exactly what it feels like to feel like you're all alone and lost in your own thoughts and feelings. Like you're all alone in those moments. Like, you know, when you have your friends or your family around you and you're going through issues and problems, whatever it may be, relationship stuff, broke up with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, or going through a divorce, you know, whatever it is, you know, and people are there for you, but it's like, it's not enough. It's not enough because it aches, it hurts, you know, and it isn't. It's not enough. And people will give you their opinions and tell you what you should do and how to fix it. And it's so easy. It's so easy to tell somebody, you know, all you have to do is this. And if you would just do this, it would make it all better. And, you know, and you're just like, shut up. Shut up. You don't know what the hell you're talking about, okay? You don't know what it's like to be me. You don't know what it's like, because we don't know what it's like behind closed doors with your relationship. We only know what you present to us and what you tell us. And typically, you know, if you're somebody like me, I like to talk things out. So I go to friends and family and I talk more about the bad stuff than I do the good, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean that the good never happened. It doesn't mean that it was never there, you know? And so then all they're hearing is all this negative stuff, and they're like, oh, leave them, oh, this, you know, that. And you're like, but that's not how you know, it's not just that. So I know what it feels like, and it sucks to feel so alone, so alone. You know, as positive as I try to be all the time, you know, I have to give myself pep talks, because life is tough. Life is tough and it's hard. And you're going through things like this, but still expected to go through your every single day. You still have to go to work and put on a happy face. I work in customer service, okay? So I have to go help somebody else who's complaining at me when I'm thinking, do you know what I'm going through at home? I don't really care about your minor tiny little issue that you want to complain about just to be a bitch today, okay? I don't care. But I still have to put on a happy face, and people still have these expectations of me. I have to get up every day and take care of my kids and do for them, and they're bitching and complaining about stupid stuff, and I have to just go along with it, you know. And family people, you know, your parents and your friends and family come to you, and this is going on and this is going on, and I'm like, you just feel like this cycle is going on around you, this whirlwind, and you're just stuck in the middle, and it's just spinning and spinning and spinning. And some days you just sit here and go, I give up. I give up. I don't want to try today. For what? For what? I don't want to, you know? And to be honest, even if I were going to do something, I don't even know what it is that I'm supposed to do. Where do I start? You know, like, you know, sometimes I stare at my house and I'm like, God, this thing's a mess. It's a mess. Where do you even begin? You know, that's how I feel in life sometimes. It's a mess, and where do you even begin? And you want to do something that's going to make a difference, you know, but what? Because you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't know what the answers are. You don't know what the right choices are. You just learn as you go along. You know, it's a learning process. There is no right or wrong answer to the way you live your life, okay? There is no right or wrong. Do not let someone tell you that, oh, your relationship's going like this. Well, you need to do A, B, and C because that's the way it's supposed to go. Bitch, there is no book on this. There is no book on this, okay? Sorry for swearing. It's a little much, okay? But it's the truth. I get so mad sometimes when people want to put their input out there and think they know something. You don't. You don't, okay? Let me do me what's best for me, okay? And I'm going to give you that in return. But until you're going through it, you don't realize it, and nor do you have sympathy or care for somebody else until you're going through it yourself. Isn't that funny how we all do that, right? It's like, oh, I'm so sick and tired of listening to Susie complain about her boyfriend. Leave him already. And then 3 months later, you're in a similar situation, and you're like, oh, Susie, what should I do? And Susie's like, yeah, let me tell you, right? Because that's how we all are. That's how we all are. It's tough out there, guys, you know? But you are not alone. You are not alone. And whatever you're feeling is normal. And whatever you're going through, normal. Okay? That's the whole point of this page. I get people posting things all the time, and it's like, share them. Share them so everybody else reading it and everybody else going through it doesn't feel alone. That's why I started all of this, because I felt so alone. I felt so alone. I have an amazing family, and I have an amazing group of friends. And I felt that alone. So I know what it feels like, okay? And I so desperately want to feel better, and I want people to know that I don't have the answers to make that happen, okay? But I think the first step is to know that you're not alone going through it, and that it's normal, and that it's okay. And you have to do, even if every single day, every 5 minutes of the day is you're on a different path doing something else, oh well, because that's how you're going to cope, and that's how you're going to get through. If one day you want to be sad and cry about it, you do that. And if the next day you want to feel encouraged and inspirational and I can do it, then yes, okay? And you're going down this path, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're sad. And then you're happy, but I tell you, the only thing that I swear on is time. Time can heal. Time can heal. It doesn't change what happened, but it can change your outlook on it. Gives you more time. You know, do you ever like fly off the handle sometimes, and then you sit back and give yourself a few days, and then your outlook changes slightly? It's the same thing when you're going through something tough. You know, you freak out, and every day you're on a whirlwind, but as time goes on, you can step back and start to look at it differently and start to feel differently about the process. Going through my divorce, you know, I'm 10, almost 11 months into it, and I am still on a roller coaster, you know? I am still on a roller coaster each and every single day. I don't know when that's going to get, you know, go away or be different, but each day gets better. But I'm happy to share my story. I'm happy to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, whatever's going on with you too, just for you to know that you're not alone, and it's okay. And for those of you who can't relate, let's say you don't have a significant other or partner or whatever, you know, that's okay too. But you know somebody who's going through that process, and know somebody like that. So we can all relate to that. And know that being supportive and being there for somebody is very different than being judgmental and giving your opinions. You know, and sometimes, you know, don't give up. As frustrating as it is, you know that what they're going through is a big deal to them, and they need your support. They don't always need your opinions. They just need you to be there when they want you and need you to be there, okay? Sometimes they need you to back off. Sometimes they need you close. I know it's hard. I know it's tough, but it's just true. So I hope everybody's having a really good day. And for those of you who are struggling and trying to get through, you know, it's 3:30 in the afternoon my time. Maybe it started off good and now it's going bad. But just know that you're not alone. You're not alone. I'm going through it. You know, I'll go through it with you. So hopefully we can talk about it more and be more open. And for people to know, like, this is normal. This is normal. Okay, everybody. I remember going through the beginning of my divorce. I'm like, oh my God. I'm going to be a divorced, like, mom. Like, my kids are going to be outsiders. My kids are coming from a broken home. My home's not broken, okay? It took me a long time to realize that. My home's not broken, okay? My kids aren't broken. I'm the one judging myself, assuming that they're going to be looked at differently, or I'm going to be looked at differently. There's a few naive people out in the world, okay? But we're just going to let them go, okay? I had somebody say to me, going through this whole process, you know, and somebody come to me and say, you know, I don't know people like you. I said, people like me? I don't know people that get divorced. There's nothing wrong with me, okay? There's nothing wrong with my ex. There's nothing wrong with the fact that we were willing to stand up and say, you know what, this isn't working. And we're not going to stay married just because we have kids together. And we're not going to stay married just for everybody else around us to think, you know, that everything's okay. Let's actually be okay. Because then we're going to be the best people that we can be for our kids, for society, you know, for ourselves. So, no, you don't know people like me, apparently. Really strong, independent, loving, caring someone. Well, if you don't know somebody like that, I feel bad for you. Maybe you need new friends. Because there's nothing wrong with me. okay? And there's nothing wrong with you. So just remember that. We're bomb. That's just how it goes, okay? We're bomb. So, slough it off, right? Slough it off. We throw the rock in the pond, we're going to make really good ripples, and we're going to do it together. So, because I'm here, you're hanging out with me. You're welcome. Have a fabulous day, okay? We'll be back. We'll talk more about it. Bye.